Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to set up our company MarkDev interior for production ready environment. So first off, we want to enable this to receive notification, and we'll click on our company, and a dialog will be prompted. And this is the auto configuration engine. This is the recommended way to configure your company, that is your business, for production ready environment. So would you use inventory? For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to say yes, and I'm going to talk about non-inventory and inventory side by side. So I encourage you to watch this video even if you're not using inventory. And these are the essential fields needed for sales inventory. These are the fields needed to log your sales record. And if you're not using inventory, these are also the essential fields. So we can say yes. You can change this at any time. You can even change it now. Say QTY for your abbreviation of quantity. Receipt printer, say yes. And if you're using the 80 which is by default, if you're using a small printer, you can click the 58 and then you click submit. And now our company has been successfully configured, and we can now record our sales, create and track inventory, statistics, real-time updates, and many more. So we'll come to the workspace route. That's where the workload takes place. And if you're not using inventory, you can go straight to the log and create your record. But first off, let's create inventory for now. And there are two ways to do that. You can also import. This importation, you create an Excel file holding just the basic field of the of an inventory, which if you click add, you're going to see like the name, quantity, cost price, sale price. Those are the fields needed for importing file. So let's say our company is focused on painting. So let's just say Dulux paint, Dulux, and blue. Let's give this a cost price of 15,000 and sale price of 20,000. Quantity, let's say 50. Code is a unique identifier for this specific inventory, which is the Dulux blue paint. And we can scan to generate a code for this. And if you're not going to use a code, you're not going to use a scanner, you can leave this blank, and a code will be automatically generated for you for there. But we don't want that. We want, because you're going to use barcode scanner, so we need to scan our inventory for that. So let me scan, and right there it has been generated, and we click what, save, and it has been created for us. 50 units, and the cost price, and the code, the name, and come back. Right now our inventory doesn't have category, is empty. We can't tell if this is a what is it called, a satin paint or an emulsion paint. It's just there plain in the wind. We can just configure categories real quick. We'll come to inventory, we'll select this category, satin, hit enter. Let's say emulsion, hit enter. This is a good way to categorize our inventory, to know which is emulsion, which is satin. I'll just come here and clone it. Let's just give this emulsion. You can see now we are prompted with the dialog. Change this to pink, and change this to 10,000, and slightly less than that, let's say 15,000, and our quantity can remain code. We want to scan a different code now for this. We'll go, and that's it. We click save, and it has been saved. And if you're using the expire item alert, this is where you fill it. You can select the date of the expiration date the item has, the expiry date of the item. You can just click that and save that. All right, we have two items now. We can come to the log aspect to create our log. Now our log is empty. You want to create a log, we'll come here and click on this button. As you can see, by default the log name is holding that specific date as the log name, because it is highly recommended that you create one log per day, or you create one log per cashier. If you have multiple cashier, you can create one log per the cashier, or they could also use one log depending on your use case, but one log per day is recommended. Click save, and now we are presented with our product. Remember, we did that for the in the configuration section. When we click on the add button, if you're not using inventory, we'll be prompted with input fields to write the specific requirement, but instead we are prompted with this because we are using inventory. So we could search deluxe, du, yep, du. We'll say pink. We'll click this and you can see it has been marked for us. And quantity 1, the price 15, total 15, and the grand total is what, 15. And we could also use our scanner. We could scan and be like, okay, you know what, let me scan. And as you can see, it has been incremented. We can scan again and it has been what, incremented. And we could also scan a new item and it has been what, added, and our total is what, 65. We click checkout. Once we click checkout, we are prompted with the receipt dialog. By default, there is no requirement, there's no configuration requirement for receipt printing and the barcode scanner. This is our receipt, the name of the company, the address, the tally, the date the initial payment was made, and the receipt ID, and the item that was bought, the quantity, the price, and the total of it, and the grand total. Now, before hitting print, you will click on the destination drop down. You select your connected printer, the connected printer that is connected to your device. You will select that and come to the more settings. You make sure you select the graphics background. You check that button on, so everything will be aligned and you can leave the rest default. You just click print. Right now, during this video, printer is not connected, so we can just click cancel. And then we'll come back, we'll click on our log for the day, and we will see our what, our sales record is, you can see 45 and 20. When you click on this icon bottom left, this icon is visible to some specific roles, which is the high roles like the owners, the CEO, and so forth. You can see 65,000 for the revenue because 45 plus 20 is 65. And the cost of these items are 3 actually, because as you can see, the quantity 3 and this one is 1, which is 4, and these are the cost price and these are the profit. We could add more entries, more record for this particular record for the day, which is this log for the day 12. We could just come here, just click on more, and we'll just scan item. You can see it has been added. We'll scan another one and it has been added, 35,000 naira. We click cash out and we are prompted with this. I know this dialog gets exhausting clicking print here. If you do not want this dialog to pop up every time, you will just what, you will download our teeny tiny script and double click on it. It will handle the receipt printing in the background. This dialog will not be visible, but that configuration that I talked about, you select this, is done only one time. Then you click cancel that. You come here, as you can see the record has been what, has been updated. 100,000 naira for revenue, cost 70, profit what, 30. So these are the total revenue. Now let me show you how you can edit an entry. Let's say this customer that bought 3, which is the pink, complain that 1 is broken. Okay, we click on that, you will see the record, and you also see this is the entry, this is the record, this is the inventory, and the cost price for that inventory 10,000, and the sold price is what, 15,000, and this is the receipt, and these are the version of the receipt, version 1, because it has not been modified, the date it was created, and by whom. So we'll click on this, we'll come here, let's say, okay, you know what, customer came to return 1 because 1 has expired. As you can see, it was automatically what, recalculated for us. Then we'll click cash out. Then while we are changing this, we'll say 1 item was expired. Then we click submit. Now let me zoom this receipt. Pay attention to this receipt. As you can see, this is revised receipt because it was modified. and the name of the company, the original date, the initial date that this receipt was issued. That is what, on the 12th of July, 3:11 after 3. The same thing that very day, 12th of July, but 14 after 3. And the item that was revisited is starred, which is this pink. That one is starred, and you see the quantity was 3 before, but now it is 2, and these are the totals. And the total of the updated receipt is what, 50,000 naira. And the reason for the revision was what, was one item was expired. That is what we just imputed, and the value that actually changed was the quantity. The previous value was 3. All informations are here documented for audit purposes. We click cancel. Now we come back, and you see it has been changed to what, 85,000 naira, and the cost has been recalculated. And you'll notice there is a tool here. Before it wasn't here. When you click on this gives you the history of that particular record that was modified. This is the original record, and this is the updated one. The updated version right now is what, 2, and this is the reason, and these are the values. So when you click on it too, you will see the updated version here being 2, and you can click on it and view the receipt. You can also go back in time and view the past, and view also the past receipt. This is the very first one. So those, every record are being recorded for resolving conflict. Now we'll come to statistics. So we can click chart. You see today is Sunday, and the very first bottom is 0. Balance is 0 because there's nobody owing us. Extra profit, we didn't make any sales above the base price. And credit, there is nobody that did not make any initial payment. And our profit is 25,000 as shown there in the log page. Cost 60, and the revenue is 85. Let me quickly just come and add some few record. For example, let's say a customer comes by and bought an item, and the customer is like, okay, you know what, I'm going to give you this money next week. That is recorded as 0. Then another also made a payment, and you know what, I'll pay you the 5,000 naira maybe tomorrow. I'll say okay, and we click checkout. We'll click that. The receipt will be printed with the details, as you can see, and the 10,000 naira is also printed, and the one that paid no initial payment was made is also recorded. Then when you come here, you will notice it has different color. Red means credit, no initial payment was made. The yellow means part payment. The green means full payment, and there's also purple, which is above the base price. This base price is 10,000, sorry, 20,000 naira. Above that, now we come here, you see that it has been updated. The prices has been updated. We'll come to our statistics. You now see we have a balance of 5,000 naira, which is the customer is holding us, and a 20,000 naira that has not been paid, and 25,000 naira. So on and so forth. If this chart looks big, you can also click on this to remove some fields and bring them back. All right, and this 0 is not included here. The one that customer has not paid for is not included here because that is not the money that is with us. We don't have that money. It's out there in the wind, so it's not included here. So when the customer comes and makes a payment and you update the price, it will be calculated and included here. Just this one that is included here, the cost is included here, but the extra 5,000 naira that the customer is owing us is not included here. Now that is all for the logs and the